I think people think that we are just traveling and we are having fun and we're doing shows and it's like we do 8 to 10 shows a week. We don't have weekends. We have one day off. They don't understand that you train like 3 hours every day for that 6 minutes. It's a very awesome and special life, but it's a life of hard labor, and that's something that not everybody sees that. My name is Guillaume Cauchois. I'm 30 years old. I started doing circus at 6. My parents always put me in artistic activities to force me to express myself more, to pass over my stutter. So I started doing circus just on Wednesday afternoons, like some kids do tennis or soccer. This is 50 kilo, this. It's not so much. But you know, it's emergency training. Like this basically means I can have my partner on my back and I can like climb or do something with her. You don't have to, but it's better. When you sign a contract for Cirque du Soleil, you know you're gonna have to perform to a really high level 8 to 10 times a week. So you have to like prepare yourself physically and mentally. And that's where also the routine comes into the game. Like if you have a proper routine and you eat well, you sleep well, you train to be stronger, you have a proper warm-up, you do your show, then after you stretch, you like take care of your body, then it's going very well. We had 2 weeks break before, and I was in Rome with my wife, so I ate a lot. So I gave myself 1 week to get back in training. Now I'm gonna check where I am to see if I need to train a bit harder to go back to my normal rate. So 6.7, and I'm at 90 kilos, so it's not so bad. The fat percentage is more like an aesthetic because I go on stage without a shirt, so I want to look good for the audience. I want to go on stage like with the beer belly. But no, this is fine for me. I'm satisfied. Sometimes I wish I would have more hours during the day so that I could dedicate time to other aspects. If you can't be away from home, for sure this is not a career for you. You know, you have to be willing to live like that. I've been away from home for 10 years already. At some time, like when it's Christmas time and you're not at home, sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but after a while you get used to it. So it's an opportunity for them also to see places in the world that they not necessarily would have. But now with the tours in Europe, so it's easier. Because my family lives in Paris, so if I have like a 1 week break in between 2 cities, it's easy for me to just go and see them. But let's say when the show was in Japan for a year and a half, then that was a little bit more tricky.
Milk it, stretch, keep it going.
Something also we said among artists sometimes, we are so lucky we are suffering for something good. Because so many people, they suffer for nothing. And we suffer to make people feel good, and that's a privilege for sure. Elizabeth joined the show in 2014 or 15. And then we fell in love and got married. It's easier because we understand each other. When we are not on the same contract, basically what we do is we follow each other. So when she has a good opportunity for work, we try to make it a way that she can work during the year and I can work during the year. And we like split time like this, but we don't go away from each other. I get the opportunity to be a support for her, to be at home and to just make her life a little bit easier, to cook for her so that she can relax when she comes home and that it allows her to perform better. It makes the relationship very healthy as well. because we see each other's perspective, we exchange roles, and it's very fulfilling for our relationship, actually. It's harder because I'm in a duo act. So when I choose to take time off to follow my wife, then my work partner is off, so she can't really work. It's not easy for her because it's not her decision, and maybe she would want to work more. But because my work partner is part of the same world, she understands how precious it is to find someone that understands you, so she respects also that. See, we are an acrobatic pair, so I'm basically throwing and catching her on the trapeze. The act is portraying a young love. One of the things that we like the most is when we finish the act and the audience clap. You see couples, they kiss each other, or like they hold hands, they're like, oh. And I think that's the most precious thing for us, is to see that when we perform, we inspire people in the audience to get in that love moment themselves.